This is TomoNews for Wednesday, August 16th.
Family dog attacks intruder who got away, but lost plenty of blood. A pet German Shepherd in Richmond, Virginia has proven he knows how to do his job effectively after his family arrived home to find him waiting for them with blood splattered across the walls of their house. On August 10th, Tristan Murren and his mother walked through their front door. At first glance, everything seemed normal, but a few paces deeper into their home and they were shocked to find blood on the doors, on the carpeted stairs, pretty much everywhere. Tristan claims Odin's never attacked anyone before or shown signs of aggression, but these signs would tell a different story about how he behaves when duty calls. So far, there are no leads on a potential suspect, but based on the amount of blood all over the house, the failed bandit has got to be leaking a trail around somewhere, right? If the perp does manage to get away completely, hopefully he'll think twice before breaking and entering ever again. By the looks of what he left behind, he's probably got a scar or two to remind him, courtesy of the best guard dog in the hood. Good boy, Odin. Good boy.
Woman survives for months on only berries and mushrooms. A woman who had been missing since July 18th was finally found by police naked and covered in a rash of bug bites and scratch marks. Prior to her disappearance, 25-year-old Lisa Theris of Louisville was with her friends Manly Davis and Randall Oswald. But those two were up to no good. They were reportedly on their way to a campsite to steal something. Wanting nothing to do with the burglary, Theris says she jumped out of the car. The two men were later arrested, but told cops they hadn't seen Theris since she fled. On July 23rd, Theris's parents reported her missing, and officers embarked on a multi-county search for the young woman. According to Bullock County Sheriff Raymond Rogers, Theris wasn't familiar with the area she jumped out of the car from, so she went into the woods and apparently got lost. Theris reportedly survived by drinking water out of a brook and eating berries and mushrooms. She was found naked by a motorist on Highway 82 when she emerged from the woods Sunday afternoon. She was covered in dirt, bug bites, and scratch marks. Police have decided to give Theris more time to rest and recover before asking her more questions about what happened to her. Details on how Theris survived alone in the wilderness are unclear, and no information has been released as to how she lost her clothes. Theris did make one statement, however, saying her will to live was rooted in her love for her family. Photo of boy and cow napping together wins. A tired boy and a sleepy cow are taking the internet by storm after a picture was taken of the two counting calves after a long day at the fair. 15-year-old Mitchell Miner and his heifer Audrey were participating in the Iowa State Fair and had a busy day of showing, so they were basically mooing around all day. The adorable duo was caught on camera hitting the hay, and the photo has since exploded across the interwebs. It already has over 25,000 views and over 2,800 shares as of Wednesday night. Mitchell told local media that his bond with Audrey is very strong and that the two hang out with each other all the time. Another utterly cute pair of friends are 11-year-old Madeline Matthews and her cow, Georgia May. According to Madeline's mother, Amanda, the cows have become Madeline's best friends as she makes it a point to spend as much free time with them as possible.
Woman finds rodent baked into Chick-fil-A sandwich. Been having a craving for Chick-fil-A? Probably not for long. A woman in Pennsylvania is taking the fast food chain to task after discovering an unwanted extra topping baked into her chicken sandwich. Yummy! Last November, 46-year-old Ellen Manfaluti and her co-worker were sitting down for their lunch break, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. When Manfaluti took a bite, she felt something funny, but figured the bun was just really badly burnt. It didn't take long for her to realize she'd just tasted rodent. Apparently, the whiskers and tail were what tipped her off. Horrified, Manfaluti had the bun sent in for testing, and sure enough, lab reports confirmed the sandwich bun consisted of a small mouse or rat that appeared fried. Her lawyer has since reached out to Chick-fil-A, but claims the company has only responded by referring him to its insurance company. Chick-fil-A's owner, Dave Heffernan, has stated he won't comment on the allegations while an investigation is underway. Manfaluti claims she's been having recurring nightmares and is now seeking $50,000 in damages for her pain, suffering, emotional distress, sleeplessness, anxiety, and PTSD. If you think she's got it bad, just imagine that poor little rat became his own last meal. So, you still craving Chick-fil-A? Didn't think so.
German highways will soon be electrified. Siemens has announced its plan to add an eHighway to the public roadway system in Germany, which would allow hybrid trucks to drive up to 90 kilometers an hour without producing any emissions. The eHighway will be installed on a 10-kilometer stretch of highway near Frankfurt Airport. The installation aims to supply electricity to hybrid freight trucks. A pantograph would be raised from the truck to connect with overhead power lines in order for the vehicle to receive electricity. The connection allows the trucks to trade energy with the power system. The energy would be fed back into the system when the truck brakes and released to the vehicles when they accelerate. The installation is expected to be completed by the end of next year. The eHighway project was previously tested on a 2-kilometer stretch of public road near Stockholm, Sweden last year. Pollution can stress you out too. New research from China may explain the connection between air pollution and heart disease, stroke, and an increased chance of death. A study from China's Fudan University says that long-term exposure to air pollution can boost stress levels, alter metabolism, and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Scientists placed 55 students in 2 groups with functioning and malfunctioning air purifiers inside student dormitories in Shanghai. They observed them for over 12 days before swapping the purifiers, then tracked the students for another 9 days. Students exposed to dirtier air had increased stress hormones, blood sugar, high blood pressure, poor response to insulin, and other ailments. All of these can result in cardiovascular disease, stroke, and diabetes. Students in the group with cleaner air, which meant exposure to only half the amount of pollution, were all found to have had a reduction in stress levels. It's worth pointing out that Fudan University is one of the most prestigious and, as a result, uber-selective state schools in China. And only something like 0.2% of the millions of prospective university students get in each year. And that's after working through a vexing state education system and before putting in the actual university work. Point being, it might not just be the air that's affected the students' stress levels.